Today we're going to be looking at some people who had to live with some not so nice roommates.
Okay, I know that everybody thinks that they've had the worst roommate ever, but like, I truly promise you, I have had the worst roommate on the entire planet. This is like a 4-year story, so it might be a couple parts. Bear with me, I swear I will make it as short as possible. So I'm hanging out with this group of like fraternity guys, and one of them is dating this girl, and they end up like breaking up. It was a super nasty breakup. She gets blacklisted. Everybody's like, she's absolutely crazy. Who cares? I don't know this girl. But I do know her name. So like a year later, I'm really desperate to move out of my parents' house. I'm on Facebook looking up places to live. I find this place. I don't recognize the girl. I'm like, okay, whatever. I've lived with strangers before. No big deal. So I go over there to look up. Guess who opens the door? Crazy ex-girlfriend. I'm like, that's weird. Like, she was under a different name, but like maybe she changed her name. I don't know.
That's your first red flag. If someone changes their identity, weird. Like, that's a bit suspicious.
So I'm talking to her. She seems normal. The apartment is nice. The room's really cheap. She tells me that she's married now. She got married to this guy within 5 months. They were dating for 5 months and got married. I'm like, that's kind of weird, but whatever. I'll live with a couple if it's cheap rent. So I move in. Everything's dandy. Like a month after I moved in, she's all of a sudden telling me that her and her husband are getting divorced now, or getting it annulled because they haven't even been married long enough for it to count. And then she's telling me about how he's like crazy and abusive and is trying to break into our apartment, so she has to change all the locks. And I've met this guy, and like he seemed totally normal, but like obviously you don't know with guys, so I'm gonna believe the girl in this situation. She's my roommate. So far she has a totally different name. She married a guy after 5 months, and now they're getting divorced a month after I move in, and she's saying that he's crazy and abusive. So crazy guy disappears out of our lives. It's just me and the 2 other girls in the apartment for like a year, and honestly everything was chill. Like I would catch this girl lying about the weirdest things. Like she would tell everybody that she couldn't drink because she was anemic and it made her really sick, but yet I would literally sit and watch her drink alcohol all the time. And like things would be moved around in my bedroom, but like I didn't really care. And there's so much more weird stuff this girl did that I just can't remember at all. But then crazy girl decides she's gonna get 2 cats, and these cats are like abused like completely in our apartment. Like she never spends time with them. Their litter boxes are never clean. Our apartment starts to stink so bad because like they're peeing and pooping everywhere. They're throwing up all over the place.
I'm so sorry, but if you ever get animals, you have to take care of them. Cats, dogs, anything. Like, you have to take care of them. You can't really leave them on their own. I really hope you like reported her to like a vet or like an animal place, because if cats are living like that, they're gonna be bloody traumatized.
They have goop coming out of their eyes, and I keep telling her like, Riley, it stinks in here. It really stinks in here. Like, could you do something about it? And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll fix it. It never does anything to fix it. The smell got to be so bad that I literally had to move my clothes and everything to my boyfriend's house. I had to do all of my laundry there. I had to change there because like my clothes just smelled like pure cat pee and poop. Like everybody was telling me that. It was so embarrassing. My boyfriend could not come and visit me because he would literally open the door to my apartment and start vomiting like over the stairwell next to my door. Then I go through like this whole 2-week mental breakdown where like I should have been in a psych ward, honestly. And I was like, I can't live this like anymore. Like I have to leave. So me and the other girl that were living there were like, we have to go. Like we found better places to live. We never told her it was because of her stinky cats. We were very nice about it and just said we found a better place to go. We do all the paperwork to get off the lease. Not 1 time, but 2 times did we do the paperwork to get off the lease. So I think I'm off the lease. I guess I'll do a part 2 if this gets any views.
Okay, so I don't have part 2, but I'm gonna look for it right now.
So other roommate and I have gone in 2 separate times and done the same thing 2 times to get off this lease. So there's no reason that we should be on the lease anymore. We are living our carefree lives when all of a sudden I start getting emails upon emails telling us that we are getting evicted from our apartment.
Evicted?
And she didn't pay the rent on time. So immediately, me and the other girl are like, why are we still on the lease? I went through the paperwork twice to get off of this lease. And she's like, oh, I don't know. Like, the office must have messed something up. But, like, we do move out in 2 months. So would you mind just staying on the lease so we don't have to go through the whole process again? And I'm like, yeah, like, if you pay your rent, I don't mind for another 2 months. But, like, you're getting eviction notices, so can you pay your rent? She pays the rent. We're all good. I'm like, I guess I'll stand there for 2 months. Like, what's another 2 months out of this 9 that, like, I didn't even know I was on there? So their lease ended in August, and, like, September 10th, I get an email saying that their rent is due and they're getting evicted again. And I'm like, they shouldn't even be living there. So, of course, I text the girl, and I'm like, hey, like, you guys moved out, right? Like, why is it saying that you guys still live there? Did you do all the paperwork to say that you were leaving the apartment? She says, yes, I did. I emailed it to the apartment complex and I went in there and talked to them. Like, there's no reason it should be like that. But like, I'm working a ton, so I don't have any time to go in there. Keep in mind, I follow this girl on Snapchat and Instagram, and she is gallivanting literally everywhere, not working a single hour. Like, legitimately, I see her at work probably once every 2 weeks since I've started living with her. She never works. I have no clue how she gets money. 0 clue. So I know she's lying, and I know she's not busy, but I have to deal with this. So I go to the apartment complex and I say, hey, she apparently said that she ended the lease. No one's living in there. It's completely empty. Like, can I just sign something that says we're done? The lady at the office is super helpful. She's like, yeah, let me just edit it and fix it real quick, and it should just go down to like the last utility bills and like stuff. It's like, okay, perfect. So I get the bill down to like $200 for her, and I leave and I text her. I say, hey, like all this is done. Like all you need to do is go in and pay the last electric bill and water bill and whatever you need to do. Then like you should all be good. She's like, oh, thank you so much for doing that. Like I'll go online and pay it right away. A couple weeks later, I start getting emails again saying that they're going to send the bill off to collections, and it's now like $600. So I go on there, I'm like, what is the bill for? Why hasn't she paid it? Never paid the electric bill like she said she would. So all those old bills are still on there. Now there's multiple late fees on there. There are damage charges because of like the carpet, and the entire apartment stinky. And they're saying we're going to send this off to collections, and my name is on the lease, so is the other girls, and so is the crazy girls. So me and other girls start texting crazy girl. We're like, what are you doing? You said you were going to pay this. Now there's a late fee tagged on. If this messes up my credit, I'm going to be ticked. I haven't lived here in a year. Can you please handle? No response. So we're both like, what is going on? Turns out she blocked me and the other girl on literally every social media platform, like Facebook, all of it. We have no way of contacting her. And she owes us a complex like $700. And neither one of us have lived there an entire year, and all the damages and late fees, it's all her fault. She lives with my friend's little sister now. Don't know why my friend would let his little sister live with her, but she does. And she has somehow turned my friend's little sister like onto her side. Like she's such a good manipulator, like a good liar, that this is somehow my fault.
Okay, we're about to watch part 3 because yes, there's a part 3. But basically they moved out, and like this girl just wasn't doing the paperwork, and then like the bills were adding up. This girl's getting literally charged like $600. Surely that's illegal. Like, is the girl still living there? If she's not living there, like what? I'm actually thinking about moving out in the future. Like I really want to move out and live somewhere on my own. However, I don't know if I want to get a flatmate now. Like I did want to live with my friend, but like I hope she isn't going to be like her.
Promise, I'm the same person, I'm just not wearing makeup. And yes, the story does continue to get worse. So crazy girl has blocked me and old roommate on everything. Still owes them $700. Has managed to turn my friend's sister against me. And I guess it's really important to know that I also have friends who are friends with this crazy girl. And we've all known that she was like mildly crazy, but like she's never done anything crazy to us, so we never thought anything of it until the situation. So now I'm asking all my friends that know her to try to get into contact with her, and they're all telling me that they're blocked. So this girl is literally ending over 5 friendships for $700, not even $600. 5 good friendships she's had for years, over $600. So I'm going deeper. Like I'm stalking her Instagram followers. Like I'm seeing who I can find to contact. And the other girl that was living in the apartment with me was like, hey, the boyfriend that I was dating at the time knew Riley's current boyfriend. I can ask him if he knows his number. So she texts her ex, and then her ex actually ends up telling us that crazy girl tried to hook up with him while he was in a relationship with my other roommate, and also crazy girl had a boyfriend, so she's a cheater as well. So now I'm like, I've got to tell crazy girl's boyfriend, like this needs to be exposed. And now third roommate is even more ticked that crazy girl tried to steal her boyfriend while we were all living together. So she's like, no, I want to be the one to DM him. So then I DM crazy girl's boyfriend about her owing us money and blocking us on everything, because like there's no way he knows, or he's a terrible person too. The other roommate is like, I'm gonna DM him and tell him that she's a cheater, but he doesn't follow either of us, and we don't follow him, so like I don't even know if he's ever gonna see this. So I'm planning on suing this girl. Obviously I know it's gonna be a lot of money, but like for the principle of the matter, this girl needs to be sued. So I get her address from my friend who his little sister lives there, and I go there and I put a letter of demand on her door. I send it to like every social media account and her phone number, even though like I'm blocked. My friend and I are like getting angry at his little sister, like, why are you living with this crazy person and defending her? Like, you're being a literal psychopath. But I'm also like, you don't know what lies she's telling your sister. Like, she is a very good liar. So I've like kind of gotten a hold of crazy girl through my friend's little sister, and this is what she has to say. Jenna can log in at any point to see if the bill is paid. Yeah, and it's not. I've logged in every day. It's not paid. And if she's so worried about it, she can pay it herself. Yes, I'm worried about it because it's about to get sent off to collections. And why would I pay it myself? It's not my money that I owe. Shouldn't have stayed on the lease if she was that worried. That's literally all on Jenna. What? I sent this to the other girl, and she and I were both like appalled, literally appalled. She shouldn't have stayed on the lease. I tried to leave so many times. In this part, a judge is going to say, and why didn't you pay it? Because you have equal legal responsibility. Yeah, dummy, that's the point. The point is that legally I'm responsible for it, but it's actually yours, and that's why I'm going to sue you. That's the point. Judge don't care if Riley said it was paid or not. Jenna has access to see if it was or not. Why do you keep saying that? I do have access, and it's not been paid. What are you saying here? And that's all that's happened so far. So I'll see her in court.
I mean, do you want to know something? I hope you win that court case, because that woman right there seems like an absolute wacko. I was only expecting to watch one part. We watched 2 other parts. I've completely forgotten what the whole video was about again. But were you forced to pay it in the end? That's what I want to know. My roommate is the worst roommate ever. My uncle's roommate murdered him in a desert, so I don't know, man. Oh my god, talk about trauma dumping. What's going on with these roommates? This person's got kittens they're basically killing. They're like a psychopath and like a cheater, and like causing this person have to pay money. What's going on with these people? I cannot understand why people don't just clean the litter box. It's not hard to do. I do it every single day. I bet you she's gonna like use an excuse like, oh, she was depressed or something like that. I always hear people using that excuse for like not cleaning their cat's like litter tray. If you have animals, you have to take care of them. It's not something you can leave to just like sit there and rot. You do have to take care of them. Okay, so this next TikTok is an update. Let's see what happened.
So I do actually have an update on the crazy ex-roommate. It ended a lot smoother than I thought it was going to. I guess that I kind of scared her a little bit with all like the demands for rent and like the people that I had been messaging that knew her, and she ended up unblocking not me but the third roommate that lived with us, and basically said like I'd be willing to split the rent or whatever was left over 3 ways with y'all. So in my mind, as long as she's not getting out of this totally unscathed, like that's fine with me. Like I'll pay the stupid $200 if this is all out of my hair, as long as she's paying something too. So we told her we were splitting it 3 ways, so she paid a third of it, and then we took the remaining amount and divided it amongst me, the girl that lived with me, and the 2 other girls that had lived with the crazy roommate in the last year that she was there, and we all split it. So the crazy girl paid more than everybody else, which was like, that was good for all of us. That's all we needed.
If I were you, I probably would have made her pay for everything. Like, I'm so sorry. What you went through was absolute trauma. Well, you live and learn. Karma still bit her, and sadly she lost friends in the process, only for the truth to be revealed. So glad you stood your ground. Honestly, it's probably best that she lost them friends. There's a possibility them friends seeing that TikTok, so they'll probably be happy if they lost that crazy psychotic friend.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm a clean freak or anything, but I do like to be tidy. And let me show you what my kitchen has looked like for the past 3 days. Oh, a reminder is everything in this kitchen is owned and bought by me. Actually, everything in the apartment is. This pot's been left like this for 3 days. I don't know what the hell's in it.
Yuck.
The sink.
Yuck.
All of my stuff. If I wanted to make dinner, I couldn't, because all the silverware, all the dishes, all of my pots and pans are dirty.
Ooh.
There was just a bug on the wall right here. I just killed it. You know why? Because there's this cutting board with 2 strips of bacon on it that has been there for 2 days. Look at the trash cans. They're both pretty full. No one's gonna take them out. Unless that someone's me. Look at our counters and our sink. Look at this right here. This is my coffee maker. It is no longer usable. This dirty ass fridge, which I own in it. This right here, this, and this. I thought women were supposed to be clean.
Oh my god, so that was a female roommate. How can someone live like that? That's like filthy. Oh hell nah, I would live on my own at that point. Exactly. This video's literally making me want to live on my own if I ever do move out. I don't think I would be getting a roommate. I would much rather pay the full price and split it with someone. Embarrassing in their behalf. No, literally, like you can live like that on your own. And if it was your own crap, not with mine. Yeah, that makes sense. Like if you want to live like that on your own, that's fine. Not with someone else. But yet again, you probably shouldn't live like that on your own, because like that is lazy and a bit filthy and disgusting. Like you don't leave moldy stuff everywhere. Here
you go. This is what I have to deal with. There she is, the face to everything. And these are all the other cigarettes that I found in the yard today, so more.
That girl was shaking. I'm assuming if the roommate was the girl at the beginning filming her. Oh, why is she filming her? That's weird. Something about that's a bit eerie. I've got a feeling somebody's gonna be murdered soon. Okay, so I think there was a video before the one we just watched, but I don't have it. Because somebody just commented she isn't paying rent. Go to the courts and tell them. I know in my state, as long as you go to a notary and get it written in paper saying she needs. So is she not paying rent? You're literally telling me that girl is living there rent free. Since she's not paying her rent anymore, then she violates the lease agreement. Then just lock her out and don't let her back in. Yes, that woman's literally living there rent free. How's she doing that? How's she getting away with that? That's weird. I don't like that. I don't think to judge people in looks, but she looks crazy. Was she recording you? Yeah, I think she was recording you. Like that was weird. Imagine walking around someone recording you. Nah. I mean, I support you girls, but I just can't get over the fact that person refused to pay rent for 3 months. How are you gonna live somewhere and not pay rent? Everyone who feel bad for a roommate either don't pay rent or is behind in it. Exactly, like, how are people gonna be in the comments feeling bad for the roommate? They explicitly said that she hasn't paid rent for 3 months. I don't know how much that room cost. Could be like $500 a week. You know, they could proper need the money and this girl isn't paying it. Wrongful eviction. What landlord would pay, pack and ship all your belongings where they knew they'd be safe? Exactly, you're literally getting treated like a princess. They're basically doing all the hard work for you and kicking you out gently.
I stopped cleaning after my roommates for a month, and this happened.
Okay, looks stinky. 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 Even more stinky. Wait, is there just bags of that? Oh my god, pizza boxes as well. It's proper like hoarder like. So keep in mind the original poster, stop cleaning up, so this is what it looks like whenever she doesn't clean. Oh, I don't like the dirty dishes. I bet you there's mold somewhere in that apartment as well.
They continued to leave a mess overnight.
How can someone live like that? Maybe I'm just a clean freak. Did you see that at the end there was literally like food, like uncooked food just sat there? I definitely couldn't live like that. Time to move out. Yeah, I'm with you. I probably would move out as well. It's literally not hard to clean up after yourself. They need to learn somebody isn't going to pick up after them. That is true. And the thing is, they don't have to do it straight away. It's like they don't have to do it within the space of 5 seconds. Just do it. Get around to doing it. And judging by the looks of that apartment, it looks like they weren't doing that. Okay, oh, that was unique. The pause bro had to catch a breather. I knew homegirl was just lying there waiting for him to hurry up and finish. Literally no noise whatsoever. Oh god, yeah, I don't even want to think about that. I'm actually literally hearing that now. That right there's a nightmare. Studying for that construction exam. Okay, so I think the caption was talking about how that person was meant to be studying. By the looks of it, they're studying somebody's insides. Why does it sound so soulless? Probably because it is soulless. I keep thinking about that comment talking about how homegirl's just gonna be lying there. And yet again, it's the fact that it's like so loud. Oh. Oh, shut up. I think I've seen this in hotels before. That's a camera? Yeah, that's a camera. It's on the toilet. And then she threw a tantrum. But was that in your room or like bathroom? It looks like she's proper struggling to get out. So that girl was caught filming her roommates without them knowing. Threw a tantrum and then moved out. That's very weird. What's she doing with them recordings? Bro, you need to have her delete the footage that's been stored in the cloud. She literally wouldn't speak to us. We knocked on her bedroom door the next day and she immediately called the police and said that we were fighting. That to me screams that she is showing that to somebody. Yet again, I don't know where the camera was. Could have been in like the room, the bathroom. If it was like in the main hallway, but I can understand that. But if that was like in someone's room or bathroom, no, that's weird. Did you ever find out why? No, she refused to talk about it. Well, then that just screams to me that she is guilty and she's up to something bad. Well, anyways, guys, that's where I leave that video there. That is some insanely crazy roommate. If you've ever wanted a roommate, this video's probably put you off them. If you want to see me do more crazy roommate videos, let me know, definitely will. Press the bell, subscribe, and see you all tomorrow for another video.